We are within shouting distance of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football on the lakeside here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1 as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Right away, they'll change the look. A guy coming off his best season as a pro, here's Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove, because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, what a start to the season here. Cincinnati and Cleveland, AFC North rivals, Ohio rivals. I don't know what to make of this division. It feels like anyone could win it, including these Browns.
And you're right about that. And how historic would that be if Cleveland did rise up and take the division? So far since we've gone to this format, they have not won the division title. They're eager, they're excited, and they believe that this could be their year.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Here's Jones on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
On one, ready?
Now a three-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we
From
go.
the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Mixon. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 18. 56 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. And look at that. I'd say somebody's already in mid-season form here in game number 1.
Doesn't need a whole lot of carries in the preseason, does he?
Here we
He
go.
needs to get the ball when it
12,
counts. And when it
12,
does, he
12,
makes it count.
11, 11, 11. Stop.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly.
On one, ready?
It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football.
11,
Line up,
11,
get
11.
leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Stop.
They run with a rookie. It's Chase Brown. And he tried to bounce
Hey,
it
we're good,
outside,
we're
but
good.
they'll stop him behind the line.
11, MT, take. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. and I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Here's Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Watson off play action. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
And 20 at the 40-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Browns 0.
On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Reset. 24.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Watson going to try and run it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb from 3 yards out. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
On point, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least,
11.
let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. That one complete down the field to Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did.
Here we go.
All sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was
11,
covered,
90,
but he
11,
was not.
90.
Big play results.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here we go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT.
Again, it's Mixon. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Gun.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That is caught. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go. 1-1, ready?
Now Burrow on first down, going up top. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
On 1, ready?
2nd and 10.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Burrow will throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. To throw is Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he overshot him there. It's It's out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return is Jones. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
11, Thomas. Stop.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Out to the left. He's got Sample there. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. First down. Here's Burrow. Complete. Smith has it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Gun.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. The final shot before the break, Watson, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
11.
Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up down the numbers. There he goes. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. So many times tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Add one.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hey, 59! Hey, 31!
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On first down, it's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Watson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Hey, 24.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space. When they dumped it to the back, he was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
Hopkins' kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. You think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper from 21 yards away. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Bengals.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And again, it's Chubb. And fights through one man. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. Down right around the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Here we go.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Hot.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's get set.
3rd and 4.
Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
11 mighty, 11 mighty, 11 MT, 11 MT, 11
now
Tommy.
Burrow changing the look. From the 25 on 2nd down, Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Gun.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, 54! Hey, 55!
Out of the gun, Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, 31!
Back to throw, Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Open man is Denzel Mims.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here we go, here we go.
Second down and 4.
11 mighty, 11 mighty. Stop.
Nixon will try the right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Here we go.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10.
Stop.
Here's Burrow. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
From the 17, they work on second and 10.
11, 11, 11. Stop.
Now Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Herb Smith Jr. from 17 yards out. And the Bengals have taken a fourth-quarter lead. So quite the comeback here. They have erased that deficit, pushed themselves out in front now here in this fourth quarter.
But this game's kind of felt like a horse race, hasn't it, partner? Because, yeah, the other guys run out to their big lead, but then slowly and surely, they've been creeping up and closing that gap. Now they've stuck ahead in front here late in the game. The finish line's not far away. They need their defense to finish this thing off.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's first and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Here's first down. Watson now to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
This is first and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's second down. Faking the give. Now Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
24! Alert! Down him, go!
And trouble trying the middle here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert! Alert! Down him, go!
Here's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Watson out to his left. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Here's 1st and goal. To throw, Watson. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
And that